What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm coming to you guys because I have a lot of questions that I want to answer, and then there's a lot of questions that I've seen online that I would like to answer as well. So yes, Simba got neutered a week from tomorrow, and we kind of like having mixed emotions about it. Yes, it's not supposed to change overnight. We totally understand that. So let's just jump right into the questions, right? So I've seen a lot of questions pop up like, how much does it cost? Well, it just really all depends. There are some vets that charge anywhere from $100 to $400. Then there's places like the SPCAs that are local in your towns that, you know, are willing to help you guys. So some of them cost $95. If you have if you get like assistance through social services and stuff. If you don't and you get it done through them, the charge is like, I think one something. So another good question, how does this procedure work? So these are all questions that I had before I took Simba to get this done. And I'll tell you guys the last minute question that I had for the vets. So how this procedure works is basically you are scheduling your dog to be neutered or spayed, and so that just means that your dog or cat will no longer be able to produce. And so with that being said, that piece takes about 6 weeks to stop completely. So during that time, can your dog still produce a baby? Yes. And so the first few days after getting it done, you want to make sure that you keep them dry. You want to make sure that you keep them warm. You want to make sure that you keep them, you know, like you want to make sure they don't have any type of like movement that can, you know, bust the stitches or you know, the incision site, which means like keeping them from going up on 2 feet, doing a lot of jumping and stuff like that. So what we end up doing during that time was basically I would walk him out on a leash and just watch him myself. I also would you know, just like monitor him 3 to 4 times a day, so different hours of the day, the incision site itself, and good to go. So what I will say is a lot of people are wondering what's going to change after. I can't answer that question for you just yet because, like I said, I'm 1 week into the process, and I obviously have maybe, I would say, a month or two to give it some time to see what's going to happen. What I will say after the neutering, we are having some peeing issues. We are, I was told to go back to crating him during the daytime while I'm teaching online, and so we are noticing that I take him out every morning at 6:30, and then he is turning around by like like prime example yesterday, took him out at 6:30, peed in the cage at 11:15. So there was like a 15-minute gap from the time that he peed to me taking him out that I felt like he could have held on to. Today, it was the same thing, except this time he peed at 6:30 and then ended up peeing in the cage at 9:30. So a total different time changes as far as yesterday. So what I will say is after you guys get this done and you guys have questions, call your vet, call the person who did it. So the person who did mine was the SPCA. I called them today second because I called the vet first, and the vet wanted to do a consultation. I'm sorry, but I've already put in like $250 on his last visit for his 1-year-old checkup. I'm not fitting out more cash into this problem. So I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it. But I did reach out to the SPCA, and they basically said this can be normal as this can be normal as he's probably in just a little bit of pain and trying to get used to, you know, the surgery after, and, you know, to get all of that. So after the 3rd or 4th day, you're fine to go ahead and take the cone off. If, you know, if you choose to. I did. He hasn't licked it. He's not worried about licking it. What I will say is they did say, like, you know, this is going to come and go as far as him peeing in the cage. So you guys are well aware that, you know, your dog might pee in the cage after this because, hey, they might be in a little bit of pain. Unfortunately, after they get this procedure done, they're only given a small dose syringe to give to them for 2 days. So you do half and then you do the other half the following day. So that's all you really get. Simba has shown no symptoms that he is in pain or hurting. He hasn't whined. You know, our main reasons for wanting to neuter him is because we had no intentions on breeding him. We did at first, but then I was like, I have enough going on as far as school, work, you know, trying to buy a home and everything else like that, so I don't have time for it. But another reason was his excess of barking. Like, it's very excessive. Like, you know, he's not, like, we can't manage the barking. That's just that, and I think that's because of the part Chihuahua, which is totally fine. You know, we wanted to limit the urination in the house. What I will say to you guys, as far as this neutering thing, it's work. It's work. I wanted it done, but now I feel like, oh, why did I do it? So, because your dog is not really going to want to eat for a day or two, it throws off their poop schedule. So Simba's poop schedule was to go before 7 in the morning, and then he would poop before 12:30 in the afternoon, and then he would poop once again probably before 8 o'clock at night. Now that has transpired into the neutering, it's caused us to kind of be thrown off. Simba hasn't really eaten. He's not really wanting to do much of anything. And so he's not having regular bowel movements in those 3 time frames that I mentioned. And so now we're just trying to get him back onto eating, which is really hard. And so that's just where we're at with that. I really would like to give another update maybe next week and, you know, come back with more information as far as if this has stopped, you know, what's changed, what's not changed, and show you guys the actual incision site as it should have fully healed by then. Another thing for you guys to realize when you're getting these dogs spayed and neutered, they can't, you know, they have to stay dry. They cannot get wet as far as a bath, you know, laying in the grass or anything like that for 10 whole days. So Simba's 10th day is, he just got it done Friday. So yeah, Monday coming up will be his 10th day, and then he will be able to get a bath, and he needs it because with him peeing in the cage and then laying in it, sitting in it, and all that stuff, it's not good. So, but thanks for watching. Coming back next week with another update. Join me then, but you have to subscribe first.